We're going to go ahead and get
then that makes
started
you
because
wet.
that
Wet is
literally
wet.
gave me a migraine. Anyway, okay, so we'll do a brief recap of what happened last session, and then we'll kind of get started. So, last we left off, the majority, not everybody, but the majority of our players were back in trying to find the last item, which it ended up that they did find it, albeit that they had to fight a mimic in order to complete the rest of the day. However, two of our characters had to go into detention, that being of our good friend Shinny, or Altair, and Locke, Eli, both had to receive detention. That detention led into certain circumstances where they had to go to a very unique place, which I will pull up the map now for those that have not seen that episode.
And that even though I rolled good,
I did not.
No, you didn't.
Eli's bad rolls almost killed me. Killed me.
So from the academy, they made their way to the area known as the Screaming Trees. They didn't go far into the Screaming Trees. They only kind of went like roughly about in this area where I'm pinging at.
Just far enough to know better.
But there is a location inside of the Screaming Trees that literally looks like a shack. It's a pretty run-down building, but the moment that you walk in through the front door, it's kind of like a portal that leads into a randomized dungeon, and you never know what's going to happen the moment that you walk in through the door each time. So it changes. But that's what they use for their detentions. You go in there, and sometimes it could be like what Altair and Locke experience, where they walk into a bar and they're given a certain task, and they have to complete it to the best of their ability. Other times, you'll get the typical Dungeons and Dragons dungeons, where it's a huge fucking labyrinth, and you have to make it from point A to point B. You just never know what's going to happen until you walk in through the door. They got lucky on this instance where they had to go into a bar and stop a bar fight. Not start, stop a bar fight. Which they did, albeit that Altair, or not Altair, was it Locke or Altair that went down?
It was me. It was
Altair. Yeah, so you went down and very, very luckily were able to get back up and finish the job. They come out, finish the detention, and head back towards the school. It is the next day, and you guys have 2 classes to attend today.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yes?
Ilya wasn't done with that book.
Oh, you still have the book, which actually, I'll tell you what, if you want to roleplay it, I have a...
I was about to say, in technicality, if you're saying I still have that book, you're forcing me to get attacked by the library security.
Yes, that is true. So I will... Okay, so here's what I will do. I will allow you to roleplay it out. And you had... I'm trying to remember which color you were.
It was...
What is your house color? Red. Thank you.
And the book was all about
spells you shouldn't be able to cast.
It was about spells that were higher than 9th level.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What?
So
I don't have control of my token.
I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for Overkill, and allow you to go back to your dormitory before the next day. So
I can't leave the library with that book.
You didn't check it out, did you?
No, because I didn't have enough money to check it out.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm going to, for this one time, retcon it to where that the teacher rents it out for you for the day, but you have to return it sometime during the school day tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Basically, yeah.
All right. So,
Basically, all Ilya wants to do is literally just like Zaris did in Duckies and Darkins. I want to spend however long it takes to glean as much knowledge from that book as I possibly can.
okay. And welcome, Amy. Hope you had a fabulous day today.
You're gonna die now.
Take a lot longer than I thought.
She looks like she had fun in duality.
We haven't finished it.
So,
So in other words,
didn't have fun.
in other words, Mayhem was going to be right.
so Ilya, please roll me a investigation or arcana check, please.
Oh, lovely. Give me 1 second. Pull up my character sheet.
You're not being ready.
It is. I'm more ready than you guys.
Really?
Listen, I've got
I
everything
make all my
open.
stuff out.
Okay, that is a 19 on Arcana.
On arcana? Okay, fabulous. Okay,
Where's
so
my-
so you skim through the book, and the book gives the first half of the book gives a very detailed description of the events that happened as far as how 10th level spells were discovered and how they were taken away. So in lore, and this is an actual thing in D&D, 10th level spells actually were able to be cast by humans. Humans were the ones that were able to cast them because of the fact that, as most people know, humans to a degree get power hungry. These humans wanted to go and create spells that would rival the gods to where that they could become gods themselves without the need of having to remove the heart of a deity to become a deity, because that's an actual thing. In order to become a god, as a human, you have to kill a god, remove its heart, and combine it using arcane knowledge and magic with your own heart. But yeah, that's
Yeah, that's true.
that's
Yeah.
literally it. That's literally all it takes.
That's not a lot.
Now, they used to just be getting followers.
It used to be, but there was a brief period of time where that changed, and that changed when the deities decided to leave the material plane and create their own plane where they reside in. That way that it would allow the humans who wish to continue to have magic to gain that said magic through prayer and worship and so on and so forth. But it goes into a very detailed description of that. And the last person to be able to cast a 10th level spell was a person who literally went out of their way to try to kill all of the deities with a 10th level spell. And those 10th level spells are described in that book. And there are, let me count them. One,
Isn't it
two,
like 5 of them?
4. No, there's 6.
I think I know the guy did it.
There are
Paul
6
from accounting.
right. There are 6 spells in the book. However, these spells, they are so detailed that to be able to cast even one of these spells would be the equivalent of you give up your life essence and you have no way of getting to heaven, hell, or anything. It would be like you remove your entire being from existence in order to cast one of these spells.
Small price to pay for power.
And because you rolled so high, I will give you the names of the spells.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
When you get more than you bargain.
Let me
shit,
let me know when you're ready.
Get my notes.
Let me know when you're ready. And I'm gonna give this to you right now, Mayhem. One of these spells that I'm about to name off, make sure that you underline that shit because it is for something from a another campaign. And I'm gonna
Oh god.
I'm gonna
oh god.
I'm gonna put brackets over that.
Is it the radiant flick of
No.
power?
No. All right. So
wait, are you? It's not from mine, is it?
no,
Okay.
no.
The unholy
Right.
peen.
Spell 1.
Okay. Spell 1. It's called All Mage. ALLMAGE.
Spell 2.
Blood Moon.
Enjoy your blood moon. Just
For
get
those
me, let me
for
get
those that are
fucking
Magic the
Dark
Gathering
Elf.
nerds, you know what that spell is.
Force spell.
Everything's a mountain. Everything's a mountain.
Spell 3.
Spell 3 is Bubble.
Spell 4.
Ulam's Longevity. IOULAUM''S.
Ulam's
Longevity.
Mama.
longevity. Okay. Spell 5.
Soul Prison.
And spell 6.
World Tree.
Okay.
Spell 5 a fucking shield hair reference?
Which one did you say was the one that needed brackets on it?
World Tree. I want you. Matter of fact, I want you and Eli both to remember that spell because it will come up
What?
in a different campaign.
Uh-oh.
What you say?
Oh, no.
All right.
Alright.
But I
Wait,
want
hold on. Let's take a step back. What spell am I meant to fucking remember?
World
Tree.
Tree.
Okay, so Elden Ring. Got you.
Yeah, sure.
Or Norse
Norse mythology.
mythology.
I'm just gonna stick with Elden Ring. I played that recently.
Yeah. Anyway,
Or if you want to get technical, Digimon.
yeah, also that. So those are the spells, but you still did not roll high enough to know what the spells do because they're one, written in a language you don't understand, and two, the vivid descriptions of each spell makes up the entirety of the rest of the book.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you would like to do with this book?
Is there anything that I get out of it that can help me in the immediate sense?
In the immediate sense,
Yeah, like as a first year arcane student, is there anything that I can get out of this book that helps me with where I am right now?
Actually, it could, and I'm going to determine this by a luck check. Please roll me a luck check.
That's just a straight D20, right?
Yes.
Here comes that nat 1.
15.
Yep.
15? Okay. So I'm going to give you a choice. Would you like to have advantage on history, arcana, or investigation?
Arcana.
Arcana? Okay. On your next exam, if it is based around an arcana check, you have advantage for that exam.
Lucky bastard.
Okay. You got that?
I have advantage on the whole exam or just one question?
So that depends. Okay, that's actually a really good question. That depends. So if the entire test is based around spellcasting, then yes, you have an advantage on the entire test. But there are some tests that require you to do, say, like, it could be a test on arcana and history because the test is based off of the history of spells. So it requires you to have knowledge of both categories, essentially. But that's why I gave you the option to choose which one of the three that you would like to have advantage on, because of the fact that if it comes about where you say, hey, DM, this test is solely based on arcana, I would like to use that. It's basically like bardic inspiration, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm giving you an exam advantage that you can use at any time that has that specific stat in it. Good?
Yep, all good.
Fantastic. Okay. So,
Mayhem's brain went, what the fuck?
yeah. So technically, Amy is in this same dormitory with you. So if the two of you want to kind of go over the book, or if you want to do something else, this is your time to role play that scenario. But as soon as you get done, then we're going to go to the next day and go to the class.
Still day one, right? Still day one of high school.
It's still technically day one, but it is nighttime, and you guys are all in your dormitories.
All right.
Amy turned off the mic like, nope, I don't want no part of this.
With it, I see you, you shit lord, laughing at me like that. How'd that duality run go?
Fuck off.
How about that raid?
Amy, did you just ask how Tarkov went?
No, that was me.
That went fucking splendidly, sir. Thank you very much.
Can we ask your asshole about this?
Get it right up here, sideways and all.
Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna take some credit for his fucking success on that raid.
You should.
That motherfucker was shitting his pants the entire
Of course
time.
you are.
No,
Yeah,
of course
anyway.
not.
Yeah,
Back-
I will say
back
this:
to-
you do not have to do anything if you do not want to. I'm giving you the option now if you would like.
Well, with it still being day one of high school, Ilya's gone from fucking anxiety to having her moment of, right, bitches, fucking not up or shut up.
Love cannons?
Then she's gone through the whole scavenger hunt where she's been socializing with a lot of people that she doesn't know. It's been overwhelming. So unless Allura says or does anything that interacts with Ilya is like 110% eyes locked on this book.
Okay.
Balls in your court, Allura.
It is.
Well, it is.
Again, Allura, if you don't want to interact with that book, you do not have to. But you're technically in the same dorm as Ilya. So it's completely up to you.
So, that book must be real interesting, huh?
Mm.
Your eyes are practically on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, fuck.
What
Right.
did you say?
Look at that book. Look at that book.
Read me.
I'm gonna I'm gonna just sort of like kind of lean over
Read
if
me.
Okay, you're gonna lean over. Okay,
and just kind of just see what I can see of the book.
make.
You know?
I will allow you to make either an investigation or perception check, whichever you prefer.
Read me.
I have pictures.
Read me long time.
I'm
Well, I got
going to
pictures,
go
motherfucker.
with perception because it's got a bonus.
Cool.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's an
8.
8.
Yeah. This is a very thick book with a lot of weird words in it.
Ooh, paper.
3 C's. With 3 C's.
So is that 3 C's or 4 C's?
This book's got all of the thick but none of the dummy.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's Allura's skull right now.
So it's a pop-out picture mark.
No, that's the book that another one of the party members has that is still in their bag technically.
No. That's the book that got eaten in the last session.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when the DM forgets. When the DM fucking forgets.
That's also
Damn.
true. I forgot about that. All
I
right.
could have had the book and not even had to do anything for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So you don't get your funky pop up anime book. Sorry, manga book. Anyway.
Don't it?
Kama Sutra for dummies.
Pop-up version of High School DxD.
Don't it?
I want this. I want this.
Too bad.
Game.
Mimic ate it.
Hey, you know what the funny thing about what Tony just said is? You know, it's funny. Too bad Mimic ate it. Technically, what he's saying is, too bad I ate it because he's the Mimic.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
That's
no.
also true, and I now want that as a T-shirt. I don't know why. I just want that as a T-shirt.
Too bad I ate it.
Too bad I ate it. Too bad I ate it, and it has a picture of a mimic in the middle.
It's technically also my fault because I.
That's the only page that survived.
No.
You fed the mimic the book and yourself.
Yeah, and yourself.
Myself to the book.
That must have been a huge mimic.
Okay,
What the
so I will say this, Ilya, with your passive perception, you will at least notice that Allura is peering over your shoulder, technically, and looking at the book.
My passive is a 10.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Wait, do those two share a dorm with Kronk over there, or whatever his name is?
Yep.
Drunk.
Show do.
That's the fuck I knocked. That's the bitch I knocked the fuck out of on day one.
Yeah, but yeah, it is, but he looks like a Kronk. That's why I named him that. I was like,
Okay,
that's a Kronk.
DM.
Yes.
DM.
Yes.
Does this NPC have a name yet?
Yeah,
you have not asked.
Okay, no. But
His name is now Kronk.
does he?
No.
But does he have a name?
I mean, yeah, he does, but none of
he
you have
already
asked.
has a predetermined name.
Yes.
I'm just
Not asking like
imagining-
what it is, just whether he has a
Yeah,
predetermined name.
I mean, they all do. Listen, like, y'all don't
can't call him
understand
Kronk.
that I do a lot of work.
Yeah.
we
I'm
can't
just
call him Kronk.
imagining- I'm imagining that
It's Kronk.
this guy is literally sat on that sofa looking into the fire, just like.
This,
Yeah.
this guy talks like fucking Carl from Sling Blade, okay?
Hey,
It looks like
Tony.
this is how he reads books.
Anyway,
I hate to break it to you. That guy's name is no Kronk.
No, it's gonna be Bronk.
No, it's gonna be broke.
oh my god, he has a name. Like,
Okay, so
Yeah,
anyway. Anyway.
Picture.
It's colorful.
Echo.
I mean, you could go over there and just ask the idiot what his name is. Like,
You don't need to. You can see it when he does the pop-out book.
If his name is not Kronk, we riot.
If it wasn't Kronk
it's not-
originally, it fucking is now. I'm telling you.
All I can picture now is Tony just madly scribbling on the stuff, trying to like get rid of his name. It's
like
Kronk
right now, I'm rubbing my temples. Like,
If Tony doesn't say that guy's name's Kronk, we all leave the VC.
none of you have even asked.
Well, Ilya's not gonna ask because she's reading this fucking book.
and noticing that I'm trying to as well.
Yes, going back to the actual session, Ilya, you do notice that Allura is looking over your shoulder intently, trying
I
to
don't do
figure this
anything.
book out.
I don't do anything. Just keep reading intently and flicking through the pages.
You piece of shit.
Come on, Alira, role play it out. Come on.
Eat the book.
Role play it out. Come
Well,
on.
no, because if she's
Use your words.
noticed but not made it evident and not reacted, how will I know she's noticed?
Exactly.
Just tap her on the shoulder.
Mrs.
Have you read the book?
How's
So,
the game going?
You see the words?
From this book?
I couldn't understand a word you just said.
I
there.
couldn't either.
Did my mic cut out or something?
No.
No.
Talk over.
Oh. So, you got any juicy details you can share from this book? Anything interesting there?
She's looking for gossip.
There's words on the pages.
So, honey, what's the tea?
I imagine Allura being like a Jehovah's Witness and just tapping on the
Oh,
shoulder.
no.
It's like, have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
There's no need to insult Allura by comparing her to that, but thanks.
Would you rather him compared it to Car's extended warranty? They're about the same.
Oh
God.
no.
Anyway,
Absolutely
They're about
not.
the same level.
You know what, Amy? I'm really disappointed that you didn't decide to just roleplay the fact that Altair is playing Paladins on Twitch.
That
I
too.
swear to God, I will remove your advantage and give you disadvantage.
You are playing on a thin line, mate.
You're a walking thin ice here, and I'm having no part of this.
Listen,
You're next in detention, buddy.
Listen. I'm not gonna get a chance to talk to Tony before Thursday. I gotta piss him off, okay? Because I'm gonna need
Gotta
that
get it all
energy.
in now. I see.
Mayhem's about to face detention by himself next week.
Facts.
I haven't done anything to warrant detention.
Are you sure
Yeah,
about that?
really.
Yes.
Oh.
No. Shall we get back to the actual?
I've been trying to
conversation?
get back to the actual conversation for several minutes now.
We've been trying for the last like 7
Remember what you told me about combat?
Hey. Tony,
Yes.
that's all I'm doing is I'm just reading this book and then I'm going to sleep.
Okay. So unfortunately, I guess Allura is not going to be able to read this book. All right. So, strange. All right. We'll go on to the next day.
He's not paying attention, Amy.
So all of you managed to go into the same classroom except for Zurin. Zurin's this is a different classroom than the one that you attended before. It's a lot more spacious. However, you do see Dublin sitting at towards the front of the row.
God, Dublin.
Hey,
Who the fuck is that?
my little buddy. It's my little buddy.
Dublin is sitting on the right-hand side towards the front row. Due to the fact that, unlike the last classroom you were in, this is more kind of open spaced, and he doesn't know a vast majority of the people in this classroom apart from the last class you guys were in. But you were the last one to walk in, Zurin, so you can go and sit wherever you like. There is an open chair.
All right, I'm going to roleplay this one a little bit. So as Zern walks in, because I've been waiting for this session to do this. As Zern walks in, you can basically kind of tell that he's been crying a lot. His eyes are like soaked in tears. He's had tears streaming down his face, and he's just going to slowly walk to right here and then notice Dublin up at the desk. And he knows Dublin. He's going to go sit right by Dublin. That's not Dublin.
Dublin's right there.
That's Dublin.
There you go.
Fucking hell, Dublin.
Dublin sees you sitting next to him and goes, hey, Zurin. What's wrong?
Zern's just going to kind of keep looking down a little bit, and he's going to be like, I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it.
What do you do not understand?
Why can't Ross and Rachel stop breaking up?
For fuck's sake.
Excuse me?
God fucking damn it.
Oh.
He's watching Friends.
DM, logically, would
I
Ilya have
literally just had a fucking stroke.
Would Ilya have heard that?
I'm fucking fortunately, yes.
Ilya's
Would
gonna
Allura have heard that?
Ilya's
All
gonna-
of you would have heard that, yes.
Listen, Allura. If Ilya heard that from how far away she is, you'd have to be fucking clinically deaf not to hear that.
Motherfucker, I'm at the back of the fucking classroom next to
Wait, where are the people in question? Because oh, right, I'm right in front of. Of course, I heard it.
You're
Okay,
right in front of
right, okay. As the person sat directly in front of them, and I need DM, please, to look at the camera for this. They're
Okay.
just gonna get.
Yeah. So for those that are able to see Discord, Allura literally just like did a 180 to look at Zurin and Dublin with the blank stare on her face.
Fucking Ilya looks at Altair and just goes, "Hey, could you do me a really small favor and just sort of like lean back in your chair just a little bit?"
I'd like to point out that me and Locke are doing exactly what Eli was doing on camera, pointing at each other.
I
You went into
Morons.
this session to do that.
Hold on. I hear that and I just go, I'll be there for you.
Fucking Ilya looks past Altair and just goes, "Because they were on a break."
It didn't feel like a break.
Yeah, well, pick a side, motherfucker.
Oh shit, bitch.
Any fucking
Ah.
You,
way.
Edward?
Ow.
Oh, Jacob.
Alright,
Killing me.
before I fucking have a stroke again.
Oh, me too. Fucking hell.
Love you, Tony.
Yep.
Listen,
Wait for it.
You're
Yep.
welcome, Tony. You're very welcome.
Yep, thanks.
on that note, have a cat.
Alright,
Oh,
so-
Pretty guy.
Big putty cat.
so after all of you have this very odd conversation, you hear the door swing wide open,
Uh-oh.
and you see what looks to be like a rather tall human, has no hair. On the back of his back, he has two great swords strapped to his back.
You son of a bitch.
He walks up without saying a word to any of you
Maidens.
and goes up to the front of the class and looks at all of you and says, "Right, so you all are in the fucking barbarian class, right?"
Sure thing, Chad.
Oh,
Ilya's-
surely I
Ilya's-
get a pass immediately, right?
Ilya looks down at her hands and then just goes, "I'm in the wrong fucking room."
What?
I think
I
we
would
all
like
are.
to roll stealth.
Before you roll stealth, you watch as the teacher pulls out a pamphlet out of his chest. Right? He looks at it, he looks at his notes, and he goes, "Shit. Well, right, so this is not the barbarian class. I've got my days mixed up, see?
Fuck me.
The class you're in today is one-on-one combat.
Hey,
To
Oh,
roll
Jesus Christ.
Would still like to roll stealth.
Okay, go ahead.
Would like to roll insight on the teacher to see how the hell he was smart enough to get his qualifications.
Okay.
16,
Ugh.
15? I rolled a 15 myself.
You rolled a 15? Okay.
I think 8 plus 7 is 15, right?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
There you go then, yeah.
'Kay.
I had to double check because I wasn't fucking sure on that one for some reason. But yeah.
Okay.
Do I go
So
into stealth?
so you do go into stealth, but not as successfully as you did in the last class.
Okay.
Ilya,
Could
you rolled a 10 on
Mm-hmm.
on insight on the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is
I know they
fucking
don't.
all you can tell, this guy's fucking ripped. He has a vicious fucking V. That's
Oh
all
my
you know.
God.
Ilya just looks at him the same way every woman who's ever set foot in a gym looks at the gym chads trying to impress the women. It's just like, no,
Oh my God.
no.
Hey,
But
with my stealth, I'm gonna move to here,
Where are you moving?
right there.
Next to Kronk.
Okay.
Open, you son of a bitch.
Give me just a second. I gotta roll for Kronk.
okay.
No.
Actually, Kronk.
Well, you didn't ask for his actual name, so I'm just gonna call him Kronk until somebody actually asks him what his name is. So, but Kronk does not see you at all.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'd like to try and wrap the noose around.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. You have to get right behind him in order for that to happen.
No, I don't. No, I
Oh
don't.
my
You
God.
said my fucking thing in the detention episode has a reach of 10 feet, was it?
You could throw it 10 feet.
Yep.
Are you
That's what I'm
throwing
doing.
it to wrap it around his neck?
Hells yeah.
Okay,
It's-
make me another
I
stealth
mean-
check then, and make me, if you succeed on the stealth check, then roll me an attack roll.
With what modifier?
Motherfucker, 20. Critical.
Nat 20? Okay, yeah. See,
Yeah, I'm trying
So
to
in
show
other
you
words,
it, but
it didn't matter.
it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, so you managed to wrap this noose around his neck. What do you do?
Yep.
He doesn't
Now
notice.
now that the noose is around his neck, I'm gonna tighten it, and as I tighten it, I'm gonna shout, "Do I win?"
Okay, so you shout, "Do you win?"
No, I tighten it, and as I tighten
Yeah.
you know?
So you do that very successfully. Nobody notices you. And as you say that, the barbarian teacher up at the top looks to you and says, "Well, no. I
As
do,
I'm still
I
tightening
do have to ask though, as to why the bloody fuck do you have a noose around?"
You said 1-on-1. You said 1v1. I'm gonna, like, as I'm holding the noose in front of me, like, noose round neck equals dead. Win 1v1. You know, you speak my language, motherfucker. You said 1v1. You didn't say
Well,
who with.
Technically, you don't speak any
Technically, you don't speak
language
at all.
Yeah, so
Yeah, well, I know. I'm showing that the actions I'm doing in the camera is kind of like what I'm doing. Is like I'm just like showing him the noose and like doing one.
so the teacher
Hey.
looks at you and says, "So while I'm very impressed with the fact that you managed to sneak and not let me detect you and get a noose around another student's neck without any of the other students noticing, I am very impressed. But we're not doing 1v1 in the classroom. We're doing 1v1 in the battle room.
Oh,
See?
that's gonna be bad.
Locke's gonna say, because I'm assuming Locke will have heard this before in the workshop back at home. Specify next time. I'm just gonna vocalize that one. And I'll take the noose back off of Kronk's neck. I'll move back to my chair. I'll just sling the noose over the edge of the table here, just hanging, waiting, while pointing at fucking Draco Malfoy.
Okay. He looks down and goes, right, so
I could get a free pass.
So the way this is going to work, see, is all of us are going to go to the battle room. We're all going to fight 1v1. No spellcasting.
What?
Because that's cheating. That's cheating. Melee weapons only.
Ilya raises her hand.
Yes, you.
I'd like you to clarify as to why, in your opinion, spellcasting is cheating. This is a adventuring academy. Am I not wrong, Professor?
You're not wrong, but I hate spellcasting.
So you're being prejudiced then?
Yes, wait, I don't know what
Right.
prejudice means.
Right. Well, we've all just heard you say yes to that, so I'd like you to take me to the dean so that I can explain the situation to him directly.
Okay, wait. And then he goes and pulls out a rock. And he goes, so, Professor, I think I might have fucked up again. Students keep telling me these big fucking words that I don't understand. And then you hear coming back from the comms, it sounds like just whispers. And you hear the teacher go, "You, the one that said the big fucking word. What word was it again?"
Oh my god. Ilya's rubbing her temples and just says, "Prejudiced." Really sarcastically.
He looks at the rock and says, "Prejudice."
Zern kind of goes.
And then the rock starts whispering again. And he goes, "Right, so that's what that means. Got it." And he looks back up to you and says, "No."
With all due respect, Professor, you've just admitted to hating spellcasters. So you are being
Oh no, I
prejudiced.
don't hate spellcasters. I just hate spells.
So you're giving spellcasters an unfair disadvantage in your class.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So if we're spellcasters, what were you supposed to do?
The spellcasters will fight the spellcasters using melee. The melee fighters will use melee against other melee fighters.
So spellcaster versus spellcaster, melee versus melee.
Yes, but no spellcasting. I can't stress that enough. I have enough scars on my fucking body to last me a fucking lifetime.
But Professor, you're not going to be getting any scars because we're not going to be fighting you.
I don't know if any of you fuckers have wild magic, but that shit fucks me up every fucking time.
Wow.
I use
Wow.
my forgery kit
4
to forge a note from the headmaster saying allow my
I love this.
Roll me.
I'll roll.
Professor, you did say that you were going to take me to see the dean. So
Well, I just talked to the dean using this special rock.
right.
Magic
So
rock.
yeah. Right.
What do you want me to roll?
I need you to roll me a, what would it be to forge something? I'm going to
Sleight of
say
hand?
sleight of hand.
Not sure, but since I'm using a forgery kit, I'm assuming I get advantage on that.
You will use your proficiency bonus.
Not a fucking clue what you mean by that, but yeah.
Okay, so
Add your proficiency bonus to
So-
your sleight of hand.
exactly.
It's already got one added to it because of that's one of the things I picked when creating the character.
So-
Proficient in.
so it's already on there.
I'm already proficient in sleight of hand in anyway.
Okay,
So
so
it doesn't add anything using the kit.
okay, gotcha. So I will allow you to get advantage then, if that is the case.
Oh, I do also have the expert forgery from the race trait. So you can duplicate other
So
creatures' handwriting and craft. You have advantage on all checks
Okay.
made to produce.
I'm glad you
I
said
knew
it.
I was thinking of something.
So
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
I'm glad you said that because you have not seen
Yes.
the dean's handwriting.
Correct.
Oh no, you haven't.
No,
So-
you
Well-
haven't.
So you
Wait, no,
d-
wouldn't I have seen the dean's handwriting when I got a letter saying I was allowed to join the school?
no, because you don't know it came from the dean.
I
Would
just
it not
meant
have
that-
said?
here's the thing.
Would it not have been signed by him at the bottom?
Not necessarily. It's kind of like, you know, like in Harry Potter where Professor
would-
McGonagall did all the letters.
It could have been from his assistant.
Yeah, it could be
but
from
I
an
would-
assistant.
It'd still be signed by one of them, and I'd use that handwriting.
You could do that if you wanted
Yeah.
to. You could say that I would like to forge the handwriting that was written from my acceptance letter if you would like to do that.
I'll
okay.
do that because
Alright.
that makes the most sense because
So-
that's the highest I've seen.
Do
I don't
that.
Think, I don't think this numbnuts is gonna note difference anyway.
Do that with advantage, but I will say you do not know if it's the dean's handwriting or not. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
17 on the first roll. I'm gonna go with our first roll, which was a 17. You said sleight of hand, right?
Sleight of hand,
Mhm.
yes.
So my bonus is a +5, so 22 total.
22. Okay. You managed to pretty much verbatim copy the exact handwriting down to a T. It almost looks like that they are like perfectly matched in every shape and form.
I'm gonna like wave the paper towards the barbarian at the front and like do the hand motion of come here.
Okay. He looks up and says, "Oh yeah, all right. Put your knackers back in your pants. What is it?"
Just step my trap card. He's got his leg in my noose. That's where it was dangling.
That's also true. Yes.
Ah,
Dingle dangles.
dingle dangles. Got your nuts in my noose. Bad fucking art. Anyway,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pass him the note, which I am gonna state now what I have written on. Well, what I have written on the note in vague terms, as you can elaborate it if you want and make it more fancy. But basically, it's gonna say from headmaster, allow magic in 1v1s. Essentially, to dumb it down quickly.
So he grabs the paper, he scans over it very slowly. He pulls out the rock and says, "So, sir, I have to ask. One of the students just handed me a piece of paper, right, that has your name on it, but it says to allow them to cast spells in the 1v1. Did you write this?" Only you're going to be able to hear it, Locke, because of how close you are.
Mhm.
But you hear very faintly saying, "No, I didn't write such a letter." But you could allow spell casting to a certain degree, such as you can only allow them to cast cantrips. And he looks and he says back and says, "Only cantrips, right? No, none of that weird shit. None of that like fucking turning me into a potted plant again. That shit was stupid."
I overhear this and say again.
There was a first?
Again,
Surprising.
wild
surprising
magic.
thing back.
Again, I cannot stress this enough. Wild magic is fucking stupid.
Tony,
I
does that
find
include
it-
my blood curses?
It's a cantrip, technically.
My blood curses aren't
Does
cantrips,
it?
reactions.
Hold on. Does it use a spell slot?
No.
No.
Then it's a cantrip.
Yes. Technically.
Oh.
So first I said technically it's a cantrip.
All right. So now
we know
what?
how
So
this is going then.
now what I need you to do, Locke, is because of you heard what the rock said. I'm going to allow you to roll a persuasion check with advantage to see if he will allow you guys to use cantrips.
Well, if he doesn't,
Roll
I can
high,
just
brother.
mimic. I was going to say, if he doesn't, I can just mimic exactly what I just heard the magic rock say out loud in the dean's voice.
Well, that basically what the dean is doing is giving you the help action to convince
You said
him.
with advantage?
Yes, it's with advantage.
Good, because I'm going to need it. That first roll was terrible. Okay, that's better. I got an 18. The first roll was a 3. The second roll was an 18. What's the thing you wanted me to roll it with?
It would persuasion.
Persuasion? Great, I got an 18 because I have a 0 in that shit.
Cool, got it. He sighs. He rubs his temples. Is like, right. So, unfortunately for me, I will allow the spellcasters to cast cantrips only. None of your weird, fucked up shit past cantrips.
Zern's gonna raise his hand really quick and be like, Professor, what's your name?
They call me Crack. That's not my actual name. That's the nickname I was given?
Cern's gonna chokedly hold back a laugh and say, Professor Crack.
Sounds like he's our crack professional.
I hate to
Uh,
break it to you. I think you killed my head.
in this 1v1, Professor Crack, are you gonna be
Don't call me Professor Crack. That makes me sound stupid. Just call me Crack.
Yeah, because the professor's helping with that. Okay. Okay, so Crack.
Kane?
Oh my
But
Can
crap!
we, as far as martial weapons are concerned, are we gonna be allowed to get some weapons from this fight?
Yes, you will be allowed to use your weapons. Ilya and Allura, if you don't stop laughing at my fucking name.
You missed one, you dumb fuck.
What I meant was, will we be able to get weapons if we don't really have any?
Yes.
I cast message over to
You missed me, you dumbass.
over to
I'm
Allura.
laughing too, you son of a
I
bitch.
cast message over to Allura. I'm just gonna say he's alright, arse crack.
So I didn't miss much of that.
I'm just gonna start kind of gripping onto the edge of my desk, trying to hold back a laugh after hearing that.
Oh. I'm just
Thanks for
gonna
that,
cast
Tony. We needed that.
You're welcome. That's like seriously, that's not his actual name. That is the nickname. That is his nickname.
By the way,
What's his name now?
I'm just gonna cast message again at the professor. I'm just gonna say, my apologies, Professor, but you really crack me up.
Oh my fucking god.
by the way, Tony,
So hold up. Nope.
I was about to say, I'm casting prestidigitation
Okay.
to effectively have the auditory thing of
Hallucination.
well, basically into since it's into Alara and Allura, would those two be like crack professional? Am I right?
Okay. Cool. All right. Now I'm gonna roll.
Oh,
God.
Oh jeez.
Okay. So he knows who casts message and he knows who casts prestidigitation. He goes into a rage.
Oh Jesus Christ.
You see him misty step in front
Hey,
of
Turner,
Ilya's table, and
you said
he,
Misty Step.
huh?
Did you say Misty Step?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. He has an ability that's
okay.
like Misty Step. It's not. He
I was
can't.
checking because his leg was in my news. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
making sure you said Misty.
So when he goes into a rage, he's kind of he's a very special barbarian. It's kind of like he's like a shadow. He's almost like a shadow. So you can
No, you
tell
go,
it
it's a
wasn't a
righteous-
misty step like a spell because you can't cast spells while in
Yeah.
a rage. But his ability while he's in a rage allows him to do something similar to Misty Step.
Yeah.
But he blends into the shadows on the ground. He goes in front of Ilya's desk and takes out both of his great swords and slices down the table here, and here, instantly split in half.
Fuck.
In other words, when he goes into a rage, he's cracked.
It makes
So-
sense. I've just figured out why this has happened as well.
Like he's gonna roll. He's
gonna
gonna roll intimidation.
intimidation.
He's gonna roll intimidation against Ilya. He rolled a nat 20. So
Oh, fuck.
So Ilya, you're fucking terrified.
Your ass is going like it was that run on Tarkov.
Like, you went from being all cocky and being all like, this is absolutely hilarious because of his name, to being back to your normal shy fucking self. And now you are fucking terrified.
Oh, get fucked.
In other words, he's playing Resident
Zern-
Evil.
Zern's gonna see that and kind of blanket himself in his wings. Just think to himself, holy shit.
Can I point and laugh at the professor?
Hang on, I can picture it now. You know the Lord Farquaad just like me.
Can I
Just
point
like
one last
that.
at the professor?
You
If he
can,
doesn't
but you don't know
respond?
what's about to happen if you do that. He's
Oh my
pissed. He's
God.
pissed off now.
Okay, what do I have to roll for that?
You have to roll I would say a intimidation check.
Oh, sweet. I have a +3. Not 20 crit, bitch. 23.
Cool. All right. So you see as he walks over to you, and he puts he points both of his blades up against the table near you, and he looks at you and says, "Try me."
Zern's just gonna look back at him over his shoulder, shake his head furiously, and be like, "No."
No, don't do it.
No.
That is my nickname, and if you want to laugh at my nickname, do it away from me. But if you fuckers think this is going to be a laughing game, we can really see who is in charge around here.
Fair thing, crack.
Hey.
Is he wearing a backpack? Is Crack wearing a backpack?
No. All he's wearing is what looks to be like kind of like a jacket with no undershirt, and he's wearing like those
Is he wearing all leather, Tony?
no. He's wearing
I
you
swear to
know
God,
in
he said ass this chat.
I can't remember what they're called. It's the shorts that have like the big baggy
Shorts.
bottoms to them, like the
Cargo pants?
Cargo shorts.
Argo?
I guess they're I don't remember what they're called, but like
They have a shit ton of pockets on them. And
They're
like,
saying cargo shorts.
yeah, they
but
look
not
like
the
like
cargo
cargo shorts in a way. But that's all he's wearing, apart from these two giant fucking great swords that he's wielding in each fucking hand.
well, you know what cargo shorts shout,
But
don't
you all saw him split 3 tables in half with one fucking swing, and then now he's looking at Drav with his swords laying on the table where his arms are crossed, and he's looking dead at you.
A Goliath barbarian. Oh boy, this is gonna be fucking fun.
Zern is still furiously shaking his head at Drav and going, "No."
No.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I stand up from my chair.
Oh no, you're gonna get laid out on your ass.
Oh my
Oh, you're
God!
fucked.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Try and
Infirmity
crack,
trip.
Son of a bitch.
Are we trying to get a teacher done with assault today?
So
Here we go.
Infirmary trip number 2.
So you try to insult him.
Maybe. Yes.
Okay, roll me another intimidation check.
Disadvantage probably.
I fucking crit again.
You crit? Okay, cool. He is going to, instead of hitting you with the swords, he's going to put his swords back on his back, and he's going to punch you.
Ouch.
Okay.
I see that.
He's going to punch him in the stomach.
I
That
think
is
we all see
also
that.
that is also a nat 20. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Oh
no.
my God! He's going
Hey.
back in the infirmary.
No.
Oh, dude, here comes infirmary trip number 2.
Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
I
Oh,
crit.
God.
That okay?
Again.
Disadvantage.
Then do it.
Disadvantage.
So roll it again.
You got to roll it again and use the lowest one.
18.
18 is your lowest.
Plus 4, 22.
22. Okay. So you're not going to vomit, but you will drop to your knees. And you're going to take half damage.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ!
Here comes the 10d6.
Oh. Oh my God!
Okay, that leaves me at 7.
Oh.
What did he roll?
What next?
5, 10, 16. 23 on the punch, half 23.
Which is 11.
11 and a half.
So
Okay.
We always round down. So you take 11 damage from a punch
Oh,
in the
Bye-bye.
stomach.
I'm out. I'm out.
Jesus Christ,
It's
Trev.
your first damage, wasn't it?
Was that my first damage?
Yeah, you're at full health.
Yeah, that was your first damage. You're
Oh,
full health,
fuck.
so
Everybody's at full health
It's a
today.
new day,
It's a new
so-
day. It's like you got a long rest.
long rest, yeah.
All right, I'm at 3 HP. Let's fucking do this.
Okay. He walks over to you.
good.
He walks over to you, grabs you by the back of your neck. He looks at you. I need you to roll me a perception check as you look into his face.
Oh god.
Hey Tony, while he's doing that, I'm gonna try and creep up behind him.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh God! Oh
I am gonna roll a stealth for it as well.
Hadn't have opened my mouth.
Dirty 20, Tony.
Dirty 20?
19 plus one.
You see his eyes are pitch black.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez, dude.
His eyes are pitch black.
Fuck.
Hey Tony, I
Yeah.
rolled a 22 on the stealth check and move.
22? Okay. He's going to try to roll against that. You said 22?
Yeah.
Okay. So he rolled a 19. So you beat that. He doesn't notice you. He does that thing where he notices somebody gets up, but you kind of were quick on the draw, so he doesn't know exactly who stood up.
Alright, I'd like to move behind him, like directly behind him, because of him grabbing Dubs. His hands are both tied, I'm assuming, like grabbing Dubs.
Yep.
And I'm gonna basically take the sickle out, put it behind him, put like under his throat.
Okay.
At the same
Okay,
time,
I'm-
Zern kind of sees this. He's gonna be biting his fingernails, like, "Oh my God."
Okay.
And I'm just gonna put my feet up on the desk and just be like, here we go again.
All right. So
Armory trip number 2. Here we
He's-
go.
he's going to roll to see if he notices the sickle around his neck.
The sickle.
That's what he said, right? Sickle?
Yeah,
Yep.
he said sickle.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
So,
okay.
So
Uh,
he does notice the sickle. He's going to grab the sharp end with his bare hand,
Oh.
and we're going to roll contested strength checks. If you lose, your sickle's broken.
Just accept the loss. Accept the
That's fine.
loss.
Accept the loss. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it.
No. Why not roll it? But
Oh no.
I never said what I was doing on my other hand.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
fine. But he's going to...
The other hand is noose.
All he sees is the sickle. So right now, he's going to grab with his bare hand the sharp end of that sickle around his throat, and he is going to break it or try to break it. If you beat
What am I
him,
rolling?
strength check. So basically, we're
Okay,
rosing opposed.
I'm gonna ask you right away. Is it even possible for me to beat it?
He's got a +9.
I've got a -1. Is it possible for me to beat it? Yes or no?
Probably not. No.
Then
Not easily.
I mean, no.
A lot.
Is there a way or not?
If you roll a crit, then it won't break.
Tony,
Alright. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Eli's crit is 10 less than your crit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's essentially basically what I'm allowing is that if he crits and then let's say that I roll less than a crit, then I'm allowing him to keep his weapon intact because of the crit, but I'm still going to remove the sickle out of his hand. Like basically I'm yanking it out of his hand.
Right. Yeah.
Does that make sense
Which
to everybody? Okay.
I'll take those over it, snapping, regardless,
Cool.
I mean, and it limits me getting a crit is literally 1 in 20 anyway, so let's find out.
All right. So I rolled a 19 plus 9.
Oh no.
You got a 19 plus 9?
19
You're
Well,
plus
no,
not
I'm not
winning this.
I've already said I'm not gonna win it.
Yeah,
It's the case.
it's one of those things that like if you crit, it wouldn't break. So I'm
Yeah.
giving you the benefit of the doubt on that. But
No, it's broken.
you're fighting up against a level 20 barbarian.
Yeah, no, it's
Jesus
broken.
Christ, man.
I got a 17.
Like all of the teachers are level
Uh.
20. So
But he doesn't notice the noose, correct?
he doesn't notice the noose. I will give you credit on that. So what you see in the split second is with his bare hand, he shatters the blade from your sickle, and all you have left is the stick part.
Sweet. The noose is still around his neck, right? He hasn't noticed that.
He has not noticed the noose, no.
Alright, well, with the shattered piece of wood, I'm going to point that at his neck instead.
Okay.
Odd.
Oh my.
He's gonna turn.
I owe Dubs. I gotta
Yeah,
do something.
he turns around with the noose around his neck and has the stick pointed to his jugular. He looks at you with this sickly smile, and he says, "Do you want to try it, boy?"
Oh fuck.
Locke's gonna
Get her
respond.
done.
Locke's gonna respond in the female teacher's voice that we've heard. Have the balls to get done what needs doing,
Oh no.
while
my God.
smiling at him and tightening the noose while saying it.
He looks to you, and then you hear him start chuckling.
I'm gonna stay.
He says,
As a response to him chuckle, I'm gonna hold a reaction.
he looks to you, and he looks back at Drav. Both of you passed today's class.
Oh fuck.
I'm still not letting go. I don't believe him yet. I'm still not letting go.
Easy fucking dub.
He
my
looks to
God.
the two of you and says, "Right. So, class, this right here is how to be a true adventurer. When you have the balls, knowing that you're not going to come out of it alive, and still stand up for those that are associated with you, that is an adventurer. So,
Damn it, I just went against my fucking trait.
Is he talking about Locke or me during this?
both.
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
Just yes.
So,
Yeah, I
but
heard Jenny say that.
but
yeah.
he's giving Drav the pass because even though he was pissed off at the fact that everyone's making fun of his nickname, you still had the balls to go up against him knowing that you would lose. And then the reason that Locke is passing is because he's protecting someone that the teacher is assuming is his friend, in a sense. So he's backing him up. He's making sure that, you know, I as the professor, you know, don't hurt his friend anymore. That's what he sees. So he's giving Locke and Drav a pass. They passed today's class.
Okay, in return for him saying this, can I open the backpack for Locke to get into?
Yes.
Locke is not going to get in the backpack. He does not care. He does not believe a word this guy is saying. He's just gonna. He's still in the same position, keeping the rope tight and the what's left of the sickle's handle pointed at the same spot.
Can Zern do something real quick?
Okay.
Zern's gonna get up from his chair and notice what Locke's doing, and he's gonna kind of walk behind him and put his arm on his shoulder to let him know that he can relax and that everything's fine.
I'll tell you what. To help you relax a little bit, you see him open up his coat and he pulls out a vial. He sets it on the table next to Drav. He looks to Drav and says, "Drink that. You'll be back up to full health."
Oh shit. I drank it.
You are immediately back up to full health, and you won't even have to roll for this on the insight. He just gave you a supreme potion of healing.
Oh, fuck.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah,
I know. I'm gonna assume from that. I notice him get up, back up, and
yeah,
be fine.
yeah. He's fully back up, and like I said, that you know that when you drink it, because of how the taste of potions differ, so the lesser grades kind of have like they're mild in flavor, like it's almost like you're drinking like water,
Syrup.
like syrup. But the higher grades you go, the more like it actually tastes better. It you can feel that it's better.
The power coursing through you.
But he gave you the most expensive healing potion that you can get anywhere.
Unlimited power.
And you went back up to full health.
You're immortal.
Yo.
You're a wizard, Drav.
So Drav, what do you do with that knowledge, knowing that he gave you one of the highest grade potions that you could ever get your hands on?
Max his lip and says tasty.
I sit back down in my chair and say, "You have my respect for the rest of fucking time, dude."
Right. So let's all chill out. I know that my name is technically funny, but it's not funny to me because the person who gave me the nickname is dead.
Don't y'all feel bad?
So
Emotional damage.
Man.
I'm going to ask politely, would you please take a seat?
I ask both Locke and
Zurin.
to take a seat, just to let it calm down, let the whole situation calm down.
I'm gonna do this more as a response to seeing Dubs' character, drink the potion and look like he's getting his health back and he's fine. I'm gonna take the noose off. I'm keeping the broken part of my scythe, and I'm gonna write a note and pass the teacher the note saying, "You owe me a sickle," and I will.
I can
sit
get
back
you.
down.
I can get you that in the battle room. So
Alright, Zern's gonna sit back down now that Locke's back in his place.
right. So what was your name again, Miss? And he's looking over to Ilya.
She is a statue. She's sitting in her chair. Her eyes are as wide as they physically can go, and she is just
She is
staring
currently
at the front of the classroom. Like
It's
for
just
all
yes.
for all intents and purposes, he could be standing right in front of her, and she literally would not see him.
She is currently scared shitless.
All right.
Ilya, what?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Can anybody tell me her name?
Zern's gonna raise his hand and be like, "Her name's Ilya, Professor."
Ilya. Got it. And
And my character goes, I just said it.
I seriously,
literally just said it.
I seriously did not hear that. My bad. Like I didn't hear you say anything.
Oh.
That's
I was
my
like,
bad.
Ilya, wake up.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear that. That's on me. I
Yeah,
did
but
not hear you
no.
say that. I apologize.
No.
All right.
Go in there.
So
Funnier this way.
yeah, right. He goes, all right. So, like I said, we're all going to go to the battle room. You can use your cantrips. I will allow that. I don't like magic. And it's for a very, very specific reason that I'm not allowed to say due to legal complications. But if everybody feels that they should only fight certain people, such as spellcasters fighting spellcasters, and the melee class fights the melee class, it's totally up to you. But
I raise my hand.
yes,
I request to only fight Kronk.
well,
You already passed for the day. You don't have to fight.
yeah, I was fixing to say you did pass.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight.
What does his new special attack presents noose?
You don't have to fight either.
It's super effective.
Still presents noose.
Jesus.
Draco.
Oh my god.
But
Brack fainted.
does everybody understand? If,
Yes, crack.
right. We're going to go to the battle room. And we'll go from there. And to you in the back, when we get there, I will give you a new scythe.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Look
Oh,
at
so he's
that.
speaking,
Hey.
so he's speaking to Locke. Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Turner.
Yeah,
I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going to inspect the new sickle it gives me and see if it's as good quality as my old one.
that's fine.
If
I
it's not
did-
up to fucking scratch.
So I do have to add a few more tokens because I didn't have enough time to add the rest of them. So you guys do have control over your current tokens.
Wee, wee.
But right here in the middle is where you guys are going to fight at. Anybody that's not fighting will go up here to the top. But we'll kind of go in order of operation, essentially. So there's that guy.
Wait, I've only got one damage dealing cantrip. This is gonna be fun.
Have fun.
Well,
How many
you
do I have? I forget.
Why is Dublin up there?
Dublin, it makes, well, I'm putting everybody that's like, we're all going up there first, and then the ones
okay.
that will be fighting will go down here. So anybody around here goes up here.
Just chilling in the corner.
Don't worry, Mayhem. I'm in the same boat. And I think we have the same spell.
Is
That's
it
what I got,
sound,
Tony.
does it sound like a,
Firebolt!
yep.
I swear to God, Tony, you make me fight Dublin, I'm gonna kill you.
No, Tony.
Alright, I'll
Hey,
fight him.
Mayhem. Hey,
I'll
Mayhem,
fight
do
him.
me a favor. Check Tarkov General. That's going to be you.
You son of a bitch.
I want to see this. Why
Son
can't
of
I
a
see this?
Because you're not a Tarkov
You
player.
don't have the Tarkov roll, but I've
Well,
seen it. And
Hey,
it's
hold on. I would like to point out the only reason I haven't got it is because of bills.
Do you have a PC that could run it?
No.
Hey, maybe.
No.
I
Listen,
think his PC is worse than mine, so we do.
Dubs' PC is already struggling to play it. You hear a ding, a microwave ding every time he loads in.
Sucker.
You know?
Hold on. I'll
And then
actually go
after-
look.
If he dies, all you hear is beep 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 beep.
That's because the PC that's running is his microwave.
Mm-hmm.
I suck a dick. The lot is.
I got that 416K, baby. I'm happy.
Fuck
For
you.
some reason, I can't find some of these tokens, and it's kind of pissing me off.
What's
It's been a while. It's been a while since I said this, but unprepared DM.
Yeah, right.
Oof.
Professional streamer.
Professional
God.
streamer.
Mayhem.
Nani.
I just found a check it again. That's
Oh my god.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
flashbacks.
We
No.
haven't done that yet.
Let me just
Not
say,
yet,
too,
but-
doing that fucking accent destroys my goddamn fucking.
I
Okay, yes.
need to know
what it
what
is.
you were going for with that.
Yeah, you
So-
you were dipping out of like really bad Cockney and really bad Australian.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a mix of the both, but it's like it's almost like
How the fuck do you mix both of
It's-
those?
But
I
I'm
took.
like,
I
"Oh,
wanted to
going
take
down
a.
under."
I wanted to take a different perspective off of a character that Brendan Lee Mulligan plays as a barbarian.
Wait, so are you going more Cockney or more Australian with this?
I don't know, but it sounded like he tried to take the late Steve Irwin and mix him with fucking Lee Mack.
Yep.
But I'm
I
like,
was definitely
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
Steve
Oh,
Irwin
okay.
in there.
That's what I was hearing.
definitely
Crikey.
the fucking Australian. Crikey, Mike.
Crikey.
Fucking
Crikey,
Yeah,
Mike.
I was.
can't
Yeah, I
breathe.
was hearing some Steve Irwin there.
So
Yeah, I was hearing Steve Irwin as
so for if you want like a better representation of what I was trying to go for, I think it's episode 3 of the Dimension 20's Fantasy High. One of his barbarian characters that he plays as an NPC does the same kind of vocal tone, but he could do it a lot better than I can because he does it more frequently with him actually having a career in D&D. So I tried the best that I could, but it does hurt my fucking vocal cords.
All you gotta do, Tony, is find the secret to doing accents is find a sentence that you can start off with every time.
Yeah, it's one of
Repeat
those
that
things I haven't
sentence
practiced it
until-
enough. So
That's what I'm saying. You need to,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, just a good one for Australian is just good eye, Mike.
it's one of those things that
Right.
like certain accents I've got down pat because I've practiced them so much. So I've done exactly what you just said, Eli. So
Yeah.
it's like I can
Good eye,
do it.
Mike.
But other accents like
Fuck the
Australian, like Japanese, and a few other ones that I've been trying to work on to get better at, I haven't got there yet. But essentially, yeah,
on the Bobby.
you are right. It does take where you take certain sentences and just keep repeating it over and over again. But I hadn't had enough time to practice.
Well, no,
that-
that's why I said for Australian, just do good eye, Mike.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning. No matter how you say it, it always comes off as semi-Australian.
Ilya, Allura, and Locke, if you guys will make your way up here to the top, and then I'll get the.
Okay. Fucking fast and on speed down. Beep-a-dee-beep-a-dee-beep.
I don't think I can. Oh yes, I can. There we go.
Yes, yes, you can.
All kids are in the corner who passed the class already.
And then yeah, Ilya, make your way. Up
Did your
to the-
token just get eaten?
Who's mine?
There you
or-
go.
Oh, the map extends higher. Did not realize that.
It does go. Yeah.
I'm in the corner, dude.
Yeah.
Log, you can go
I'm,
over by
uh,
draft since you don't have to do it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna sit behind this man with a noose dangling around the front of his face.
God.
Off, man.
Y'all give me just a second, and y'all kind of role play it out and talk amongst
I'm just-
yourselves. I'm going to go get.
I'm just gonna be doing
drink real
this as a motion. Every 2 minutes, I'll just be.
I'm just.
Let's to fucking do that.
I'm just.
Feels like a
chilling
snap.
next
Alright,
to Lon, like,
I'll be RB.
man,
Just
you would have been dead.
I'll be RB if I'm not back by the time until Tony gets back. Just tell him I'll be a couple seconds.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here.
10 feet
I'm
high,
gonna come-
motherfucker.
Eli, I literally
wait.
sent Mayhem the tester that I found to see if I could run Tarkov. I can run Tarkov.
I'm scared because he fucking DM me telling him.
Send me it. Send me it because I know
Oh,
exactly how many frames I get in Tarkov and how it runs, and I'll do the test and I'll see if it's accurate. because-
with
I literally just closed it out.
I was gonna say because mine's if I do testers normally it says I can run Tarkov at like max settings, but if I run Tarkov at max settings, my PC goes beep boop
Eli,
meh.
Mayhem
and dies.
actually told me that his PC can run Tarkov.
Pretty what
I
it
know.
said. I'm gonna send.
I know Mayhem's gone. Most PCs
Okay.
can run Tarkov. It's more of a question of can they run them well.
All
You
right.
know.
I apologize for that. Like, I needed something to help with doing the accent, so I got me a drink. So hopefully this will help a little bit.
Mayhem is briefly absent. He should
Okay,
be ready.
yeah, that's perfectly fine. That'll give me some time to kind of.
And I wanted to roleplay something out, but with Mayhem gone, I can't.
Shit,
You
I'm
can
gonna
still
be
do it
real.
when he gets back if you would like. That'll give me a little bit more time
yeah.
to kind of clear
I'd
my
love to-
vocal cords a little bit.
Alira
Pushing
don't
it.
like the other students.
Eventually,
yeah.
one of these days, I'm going to get better at this fucking voice acting shit because I do need to practice again. And
What a point.
You get that, mate.
Alira
Um,
has trust
what about-
issues.
Shane, what it says the minimum specs are, I'm gonna say this is really outdated.
Alira presents news.
facts. What?
It's fucking news.
Gonna
Why she fucking
grab it,
screaming around your neck and fucking, you know.
grab it from
It's
Eli for the
high,
sole
motherfucker.
purpose of presenting it.
Seeing as how
Fucking-
Mayhem has actually gone, I kind of my curiosity just kind of just peaked just now.
Cool.
I wonder if I could do like online classes for voice acting.
No,
Uh,
I've looked. I mean, there's some, but they're not good.
I need to actually do it, and I know I could talk to Katie about it, and she'd probably tell me. But
it would have to be a face-to-face thing.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for the script for that video game that I'm going to be voice acting for. But until they send me the script for it and what character I'm going to be playing, I don't know how I want to take that role just yet.
Just
Here's
play the
what I
chaotic
know.
ginger.
I was gonna say, here's what I know as far as like changing your voice goes to different things, more voices than accents. But it's more to do with the back of the tongue rather than the front of the tongue.
Well, that it
As well as being able to
sometimes
certain
like
spots.
that there are some accents that I can do that
Copy.
require the opposite of that. It comes from the front, and you have to kind of like it's almost like roll your tongue in a sense.
It's like a Russian, all right? Where the key thing for Russian is L's, right? If you say the L, when you say L normally, L, your tongue moves forward. If you want to do it in a Russian accent, you keep it at the back. You keep your tongue at the back. L, love, like, LMG mounted and loaded. You know, you got to
Yeah,
keep
right.
the L's at the back. But it's more about being able to sense the throat and being able to keep the tongue where it needs to be, rather than because it's hard to keep it where it needs to be when your body's used to doing it one way. It's hard to explain.
Right.
Yeah, Eli,
that's
I did
the
another
place-
one, and the only place I failed is the recommended.
Okay. If you
And it
send
was-
me, if you know the specs and you send me them, I'll tell you if it'll run more than 30 frames.
Mayhem, are you back by chance, or are you still gone?
Mhm.
You're back. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Cool.
According to the other one I did, the only thing I'm missing is like 4 gigabytes of RAM to do it.
All right.
Okay,
So
RAM is so important for Tarkov. You don't understand.
we're gonna try to go through this as quickly as possible.
I'm stood next to Kronk saying, "You're lucky, bitch."
Yeah. Okay. I see you. All right. We're gonna try to run through this as quickly as possible because I was planning on doing 2 classes today, but we kind of had some hiccups in that, so we
Much
might
crack.
just might
Well-
do the 1 class today, and
You mean that we cracked your plans?
yeah, facts. All right.
Professional
There's a
streamer
cra-
over here.
Yeah, I know,
There's
right?
a crack in the road.
I'm actually supposed to be somewhere else right now, but but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so you guys get to the battle room, and it's an open floor plan kind of thing where like you can tell that by when you walk in here the damages that have been done. Like you can see where like cuts from swords scraped across the ground. You can see some of the I got the hiccups now. You got some of the statues where some of the pieces have been broken off due to the fact that like some people were like casting spells or something where it damaged the statues. Like you can tell that this place is meant for combat, right? He looks to everyone and he basically goes, "All right, so you're going to go and determine who you want to fight. 1v1. You need to tell me now, though. Do the spellcasters want to fight the spellcasters? And the melee fight melee?"
I'm fine with everybody fighting everybody.
"Well, what about the rest of you?"
Ilya points at Dublin and says nothing.
Presents noose.
Don't you hurt my friend.
Presents noose.
Barriers, just saying.
She's not pointing aggressively. It's more that she's got her head down. She's just pointing at Dublin.
So
I'm just
are you pointing at Dublin and making yourself known to Dublin that you're pointing at him, or are you just like?
No, as in like indicating Ilya wants to choose Dublin to fight.
Oh, okay, yeah. What about the rest of you?
I'm just gonna look at Crackhead next to me and crack a grin.
I think Zern's okay with either or.
Okay.
I think it'd be interesting to mix everything up. That way we get a feel for all different kinds of classes.
Okay.
I know Locke already passed, but he's still pointing at Draco Malfoy.
All right.
Presenting.
I'm looking at Kronk said, "You're lucky I passed this bitch, even though I'm still gonna fight your ass."
Okay. So here's how we're gonna do this. I need all of you to roll like you're rolling initiative, but this is not the actual combat yet. This is to determine who goes first, and you will then get to choose who you'd like to face.
We add in modifier.
Your
Or just
initiative.
straight D20?
No, your initiative modifier. Roll like you're rolling initiative,
Okay.
but it's to
That's what
determine
I was asking.
who gets to go first.
okay.
And then you choose who you want to fight.
I was just asking if you wanted us to add the initiative
It-
modifier too.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Anybody that's left out, like any of the NPCs, they'll kind of just like fight amongst themselves essentially when the time comes to kind of speed things along a little bit.
I have a feeling I might be going. Oh, maybe not.
I'm screwed.
All right, so Amy rolled a 7, Mayhem rolled a 13, Eli rolled a 22.
I rolled a 19.
Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do that. I got a
Overkill rolled a
15.
15, Shinny rolled an 18. Okay. So from what I see here, Eli rolled first. So he would technically get to choose first. Followed by Dubs' character, Drav. So I'm going to ask the two of you now, do you want to fight?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can turn that down.
No matter if you lose this fight or not, you still pass the class.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
Everybody else, if they
Get
go
wins.
down, they fail. If they go and stay up, then they basically pass, right? The ones that fail, they're not gonna like get detention or anything. It's just a matter of like you just happen to fail the class for the day. It's all it is to it. All right. So, Locke, you're technically first. Who would you like to fight?
Right.
We already know.
Draco.
Okay,
The rich
so
kid.
the
Damn
rich kid. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, but Tony, did I get my sickle already?
Yes. So
Your
as you,
sickle.
yeah,
Is it the same? Same stats?
yeah, same stats. Yeah, exact same stats.
Sweet.
So it kind of happened as you were going into the battle room. Up against this back wall, there's like these shelves that have different weapons on them and stuff. That's kind of like behind the glass case or whatever. He just walks over and grabs a sickle and then just gives it to you. and it's the same stats as normal. So, but you're
Yeah,
wanting to fight.
just-
You're wanting to fight the rich kid.
This
Correct.
bitch. Yeah, this bitch.
Okay. So go ahead and go down to the bottom.
Like, that?
Yeah, roughly about there. All right. So, let me pull his stat sheet up.
How far away are we? 70 feet? That the starting range you want? Or should we both move 5 feet because
Go
when I
back.
put it
Yeah, go
this
back 5 feet. Yeah, go back 5 feet.
back? Okay.
Yeah, go back 5 feet.
80? So you want to be 80 feet apart?
Yeah, it'd be about 80. Yeah.
Just checking that's the range you wanted because I know I only have a movement of 30. So I'm assuming I'd like going off the assumption he's at 30, but still gonna be in breath. I don't know if that's what you want, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want enough space for to have room essentially, if that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, this is fine. I can work with having range. It was just a question of did you want to be 20 foot, like have a 20-foot gap at the beginning if we both moved
Yes.
forward as well?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
as
got
long
it.
as that's
Like,
distance.
if you dash, you're here.
Oh, yeah, but if I dash, I can't attack. I already want this to go down if it works.
If I can fucking
It's a
find
big
his stat
if.
sheet, that'd be great.
It's a big if, but if it works. If it works.
Oh no.
Hey, Locke, you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm saying it.
I swear to God, if you make me go and find the other book, I'm gonna be pissed.
Completely
There it
done,
is.
huh?
There it is. Perfect. Got it. Okay.
I think just looking for the character sheet.
Yeah, I was looking for the stats for to that I've got set to make it
For pitch face?
equal, basically, so that it'll be a fair fight essentially for your guys' level. So I've got the stats here, and
Too bad.
now we're
Too
actually going to roll initiative.
Sweet.
All right.
Swiggity switty, Eli's going for that booty.
Oh, I am.
Or is it just Eli and
All right. So, Locke, tell me your
In the chat, bud.
He's
okay.
like, I already got it.
Oh, thank you. Get that.
Dobby's coming out with his weapon, and it ain't his Glock.
All right. So,
But it
Right.
is his cock.
so you do get to go first, but not by much.
That's fine.
He got a.
Hey, Tony, I'm gonna prepare you ahead of time. I'm going to do something and ask you a question if it's possible as a bonus action. So
Oh,
just
God.
be
Yeah. No, that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
And
Need to
one of
look that up
those.
because Tony, I might be interfering a little bit.
You enter my fight.
Why are
What
you
dagger code do
interfering?
you?
Why interfere? Come on.
You join in my fight, you get dagger to face.
If it helps you.
I don't need help fighting this pussy. I want vengeance for many years of bullying.
I don't have the range to do it anyway.
I will wear his nuts as earrings.
All right.
As
Now that
victory.
I've got that set. All right. So, Locke, you are first.
Sweet.
Oh, I need
Sweet,
to
sweet.
explain the rules. Okay. With there being a teacher here, you can drop to 0. Okay. So if you go down to 1 HP, then it's not like normal where that, the crazy rolls happen and all that stuff. There is a teacher present who is surveying the environment, so you can go to 0. If you go to 0, you don't roll death saving throws, you just fail, and then he's going to go in and use a regular potion to bring you back up. But
It's basically a win.
But Eli and Dubs are exempt from that. So if you happen to go down, you still pass the class. It just makes it to where that he also passes.
Mm.
Okay? All right, cool.
Tony, question.
Yes.
Are we able to ask the professor for a specific weapon that we can use?
It depends on the weapon, but technically yes.
Okay.
Oh, what? So we can get a couple of weapons to fight this with?
If you don't already have a weapon, then yes. If you already have a weapon, like he gave you the sickle, so he knows that you have it, then you use what you got. But
Can I get multiple daggers off him before we fight, or no?
You can roll a persuasion check to see if he will allow you to take some.
Allow me to take some?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Fuck it. Oh no, I didn't. I got a 2. I know I got a 2. I definitely didn't.
Yeah, then no.
I pointed at the fucker and went.
All right, but it is your go. So, Locke, what do you do?
Yeah, sorry. I will look at that later, shouldn't I? I immediately got fingered. So assumably I'm gonna have to wait for him to move closer regardless anyway, but I'm gonna move my full movement of 30 feet.
Okay.
Which right there. So opposite crackhead. That's the only way I know how to do it. Alright, so that's my full movement. And Tony, I'm going to throw one of my 2 daggers towards it.
Okay.
This is what I was asking. If I could get this to be classed as a bonus action, right?
Throwing
so I'm not throwing it to hit it.
You're throwing
I'm
it
not
to.
Throwing.
Okay.
I'm throwing it to distract him.
You're throwing it to
away.
distract him.
Yeah, so I'm throwing it near him, so he thinks it's gonna hit him, but it's not aiming for him. You know what I mean? Like, so it goes past him. So he
Okay.
looks back.
Wouldn't that be a deception
saying?
check right there?
It would be a deception check, yes, but he's throwing it to not hit him. So
yeah, that's why I'm asking if it's a bonus. If I can do it as like a bonus action, also, or yeah.
It wouldn't be a bonus action. It still would be an action, but it was essentially you're combining your action to throw the weapon to distract him.
Because I wanted to try and go into stealth from that.
Essentially, what would happen is that if you succeed on the deception check against him, then it's essentially that he's going to waste his turn, or not waste his turn, waste his action on his turn, being distracted by what you did.
Would I still be able to try and go into stealth?
Yes, I will allow that.
Would I?
If you succeed, yes.
The reason why I wanted to distract him was to hopefully, get a lower DC on the initial stealth. I don't know if that's how it's going to work, obviously, but yeah. So I'm going to throw the knife to try, to go, essentially try and get it to slide past his face. What do I need to roll to get to do that?
It would be the deception check.
Deception. Where is my deception? It's not terrible. It's terrible.
Jeez.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a. Can we not talk about it? Roll.
So a nat 1.
That would be
That bad.
Not talk about it.
Yeah.
Cool. So you pull out your knife out of your waistcoat.
Yep.
and you attempt to throw it, but
Yep.
when you throw it, for whatever reason, your feather gets caught into the hilt, and it yanks a few of your
Yep.
feathers out, and it only drops like
Right.
right there in front of you.
Sweet. That was, you said that was my action, right?
Yes, that would be your action.
Bonus action runaway phase.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna attempting a stealth.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
What the fuck number is upside down?
In the middle of
In the middle of the
I-
open arena.
Liking
looking
these
right
odds.
at you.
Yeah, I'm liking these odds.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
see. Please be good. Please be a good fucking stealth bonus, because I know it is. Plus 7. 16 plus 7.
23.
3.
20. Am I hidden?
I have to
Did
find-
he look at the knife that went, wee?
Okay. You said 21, correct?
23.
23 total.
23? Okay. Yeah, there's no way he could beat that. All right. Yeah, you're hidden.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
I genuinely thought there was a butt coming there.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
No.
That's what I was
Right.
waiting for. I was like, yeah. Okay, so I've already used my action. That was usually going into self my bonus action.
Essentially, I allowed your you did your action, free action, movement. You still have a bonus action, so you still have the bonus action.
Okay. Is there anything above, ceiling wise, above us? Like beams?
Technically yes, but they're about roughly, give or take, 80 to 100 feet up.
Okay, that's not gonna work then. Yeah. I'm assuming I can't use that bonus action to dash then instead.
Whole room.
No, because you already used your action.
Okay, then yeah, there's nothing else I can do. That is me. Well, I guess I could pick up the dagger with my bonus action.
Yeah, okay, so for those that are listening, to kind of briefly explain what he just did, in that scene in Lord of the Rings where Frodo and Sam use their cloaks to kind of turn themselves into like a rock, that's basically what Locke just did
Yeah.
in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a tree.
so he's hidden. It's just a matter of the fact that there's now what looks to be like a large boulder in the middle of the room that was not there before. So
I just kind of lay flat, and I'm like, you can't see me. I am gone. Ew.
it's his turn. He's going to have to roll insight. Okay.
Gonna go well.
For him, yes, he does realize that there was not a boulder there originally when they walked into the room. So he's gonna throw his spear at you, which is essentially the rock.
45 feet. He has that much range.
He's gonna move to do it. He's got 30 feet, so he's
Oh.
gonna have to move. So let's see.
I was like, damn.
No, it's
That's a strong boy. He has not strength. I thought.
no, he's gotta move one more. There we go.
Like,
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's gonna throw the spear at the rock. Now, granted, he doesn't know if it's an actual rock or not because of how well you went into stealth. But he did roll insight and say, I don't remember there being a boulder when I came into this room, so something's up. So he's not very smart, but he did at least pick up on that.
I guess he's dumb as a box of rocks.
Wow.
Essentially,
Wow.
yes. Does
I
a 17 hit you, Locke?
I don't know. Does a 17 hit a level 1?
If you were if you were Norbit, I would not have had to ask this question.
Hey,
In fact-
Eli, I'm gonna jump in right quick and just explain why
Go
he's
for it.
asking that. Duckies and
for it.
Dargans, Anon, level 1 rogue, AC of 18.
Yeah.
Ow.
Jeez.
Level 1 portal warlock.
Yep. Mrs. Mayhem's
okay.
vote knows how to min max.
Yeah.
AC 25.
Fair enough. Also, just to clarify, what was the damage roll?
I haven't rolled damage.
Your
Yet.
mom.
I haven't rolled damage
No, I mean
yet.
the attack roll. The attack
It
roll.
was
17 to hit. 17 to
Okay.
hit.
Yes, it will hit Locke. No, it would not have hit Norbert.
Yes. I already know that.
Well, but it was still close though, because Norbert's AC was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it was still close, and to be fair, that's only if my shield is down. But still, yeah. You hit.
So it's gonna be 6 damage with the spear,
Mhm.
and when it hits you, then you do come out of stealth.
Okay.
And
So there was no point you could stealth. Fuck. Well, I mean, kind of.
you can kind of stealth, but not like as effectively as it would be like in an actual terrain, like a forest or something. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
He is going to move. He moved 5, 10, 15. Right there to finish off his movement. And that's him done. Locke, you go.
Well, I'm gonna obviously try and get back into stealth initially.
Okay.
Before total 17 plus 7.
24. You
Yeah,
said?
my modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, my modifier is a plus 7. And I
You
rolled a
basically
17.
do the exact same thing, literally. Like
Well, I'm not trying to become a rock. I'm just trying to stay out of his line of sight by basically doing that. I'm just trying to get out, like, be away from his so I can get the sneak damage more or less.
Okay, so if that's the case, then in order for you to be able to do that, I'm going to make it to where that like you have to somehow either get to the side of him or behind him. So what's your movement? It's 30 feet.
It's 30. Yeah, I was gonna move with it as well. I was rolling it first.
Go ahead and move first, and then I will accept the roll after that. So the roll is fine. Just tell me exactly where you move and do like Haxel does, like you're doing right now.
Do you see that?
Yes. Perfect.
I do that, and that way then he doesn't get an opportunity attack against me.
Yep. That's why I asked you to do that for me. Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and make that movement now.
I forgot I could do that, otherwise I'd have done that first.
Yeah. So you are behind him, and your stealth was successful. So that is your movement and your free action. So now do the rest of your turn.
Stabby stab.
Okay.
Stabby shaggy.
Yep. Go for it.
That's a well. You know what? Why not? I'll ask. Does a 21 hit, Tony?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, I'm rolling damage then.
Anybody else hear Dubs snoring?
Yeah, Dubs.
Dubs.
Nope, he's gone. Dubs, el double titile. Dobby!
Doobie-diddy.
Dobby's gonna kick you in the cunt if you don't wake up.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Dubs.
Bobby's gonna get you, Dubs.
Oh my
I can see your penis, Dubs. Get up! Wake your ass up, bitch!
Wakey, hands off Snakey.
As you pull the grass, I'm coming for that ass.
Oh my god, Eli.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Way to go and creep
I like-
boy out. Holy shit.
I give people nightmares.
So technically, he did pass the class. So if you want to,
Out of... Yeah, I'm gonna...
if you want to mute him or whatever, then it's fine.
down for now. So yeah, I rolled for damage shown. I rolled a 3 on the initial attack, and then do you want to clarify how sneak attack works? Because I don't know. I'm not
So
100% on it.
So sneak attack is essentially where that if you're in stealth or you are you and an ally are 5 feet from an enemy together,
Yep.
then you get the damage, and the damage is an extra 1d6 at your level.
Okay, so you want me to roll a 1d6 with that?
Roll
1d3,
your
right?
normal damage first, and then roll the sneak damage. Do them separately.
Okay. Yeah, I did. So, because of different dice, because my attack is actually a 1d4. So my 1d4 was a 3, my 1d6 is a 5, so 8 total damage.
8? Okay.
Yeah. 5 plus 3, you know.
Did you add your
Um,
modifier for the weapon, the dagger?
What, are you on about the plus 2s?
It'd be your dagger is what, 1d4 plus 2?
Yeah, I did not add the plus 2. I didn't know I was meant to add the plus 2.
Yeah, if your
I
dagger's
thought that
damage,
was for the. I thought that was for the actual attack roll, not the
well,
damage roll.
well, they're separate. So if your damage for the knife is 1d4 plus 2, then you add the modifier.
I don't have.
Oh, you
so-
don't have a modifier? Okay, cool. All right.
No. The way it says it on my sheet is dagger for the like, normal weapon, dagger, and then under it says hit, and then it's like +1, +2 from your weapons, and then it says damage / type, and then it says for the dagger specifically 1d4 person. That's it. Doesn't
Okay.
say
Okay.
anything else.
Cool. All right.
So is the hit is the hit
Eli.
modifier to the damage or the attack?
The all right. So where it says what is it? Attack
Yeah.
bonus? Does it say
No,
plus
I'll
2?
just send you a.
Yeah.
I will just send you a screenshot.
Yeah. Do that for me, because
That is the way it's laid out. It should be sending now, and that way you'll see what I'm talking about then, and that way then you can tell me if that's for the attack roll or for the damage roll. That plus 2. That's
that
I
where it
was
said
thought it was for the attack.
yeah.
but-
So where it says hit plus 2, that is to see if you can actually hit them. But if your damage
Okay, so,
/
yeah.
type is 1d4, then it's just the 1d4.
Okay, so I did it right the first time, and I just got confused when you asked me about any modifiers. Though. Yep. All right. Yeah, 8 total.
I want to say you do still have a bonus though for dagger.
I do. I still have a bonus action, but I don't think I can do
No,
anything
no, no,
with a
no,
bonus
no.
action.
It's something else.
Oh. I don't know. Unless the dagger does something I don't know about, or
No, no,
there's
not
something to do
that.
with or anything.
Strength bonus, or in your case, penalty.
I want to say
Yeah.
that with you being a rogue, you get to add your proficiency bonus to the damage.
I don't even know what my proficiency bonus is, and I don't know if that's a thing. That's for you to tell me.
Proficiency bonus should be under your
Oh yeah, my proficiency bonus
Inspiration.
is a +2. Yeah, my proficiency bonus is a +2, but I don't know if I'm meant to add it because I'm a rogue. Not a fucking rogue.
Not to damage, but to your attack roll.
To your attack
Okay,
roll,
that's
yeah.
what I thought.
Okay. I'm just making
Yeah,
sure
it should just be
because
8.
okay, yeah. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure that you had it set right. That's all. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you managed to kind of get up into the side of his rib cage with your dagger. So you come up behind him and kind of jab at his rib cage, and you do a good chunk of damage against him, and he's still up, but he looks pretty fucked up at the moment.
Hey, Tony, this is an important question to do with the way you said I attacked him.
Sure.
Go in between the ribs?
It's almost like you kind of went up in a way.
And do I go in between the ribs or do I hit a rib?
You hit a rib.
Okay, that makes a big difference because if you go in between a rib, you're hitting hard.
Yeah, so you hit him in the rib, like you actually hit the bone, essentially.
Sweet. And
So,
then my bonus action is just to go back into stealth.
okay, roll. Yeah, go ahead, roll stealth again.
11 total.
Okay. All right. It's his turn. He's gonna roll to see if he notices you. He does. He rolled a 15. So he's gonna turn around and he's gonna swing his sword at you. He missed. All right. And that is his turn. No. Yes. Yeah. He's not gonna move. He's too stupid for that. All right. Locke, it's your turn.
I'll be stab. Gonna attempt an attack. Was it 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. No, I wasn't stealth, was I?
No, he saw you.
What?
4
4 damage?
damage. Okay.
Is he dead?
No, he's still up, but he's pretty fucked up.
Bonus action. I am going to.
Fuck him up.
Can I noose him?
No, because you used your action already. That
Can't
would
noose his arms with a bonus action?
no. It's basically that's classified as an action because you're having to use. It's almost like you're quote unquote attacking him in a way without dealing damage.
Okay, I've got an idea then. I'm going to leave the circular part of the noose on the ground where I'm currently stood.
Okay.
I'm going to move 10 feet back,
Yep.
and that is me done.
Okay.
That will cover my bonus action, I'm assuming.
Yes. He rolled
Yep.
very shitty on the insight. So, he's going to move towards you.
Does he get entangled in the rope and trip?
That's what
I set it up.
That's what I'm about to find out now. This is Dex modifier.
Piece of shit.
Okay. What I need you to do is I want you to make an opposed strength check. The DC is 13. If you beat a 13, then essentially he trips.
What about the -1 on the strength modifier? Do I add that or take it away or what?
You
It's
do.
a minus.
Yeah, it's if you have a -1 in strength, then you add that onto it as well. But you have to beat a 13.
17.
Okay, so he does
Oh,
trip.
music.
He does trip.
Sweet.
I am going to put the where he's prone. So that little label right there shows that he's prone. So you will have advantage on your next attack. And that's his turn.
20. Gotta get the thing. So I'm assuming he's looking this way. I'm gonna move behind him since he's incapacitated.
Yep.
Go to stealth. Does a dirty 20 stealth me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my attack. Oh, actually, I'm not even sure if that hits.
You got advantage. Remember, he's prone.
Oh yeah. I rolled the exact same thing twice in a row. Does an 8 hit him?
No.
Then I tighten the rope, I guess,
Okay.
and keep him down.
Oh.
That's all I can do. But
Alright.
I am in stealth.
You are in
too,
stealth.
So yeah, I guess.
So you tighten the rope. So normally with being prone, he has to use half his movement to be able to get out of being prone. So what we're gonna do for this is instead I'm gonna roll the same roll I did before, where it's a dexterity saving throw, and you're gonna roll an opposed strength check. If you beat my roll, then he stays prone. If he doesn't, he'll just use half his movement to get out. Okay.
I got 17.
I got a nat
Oh
1.
no, 16 because I got to take the one.
I got a nat 1. So
You got a
yeah, I got a nat
Oh.
1. So he'll stay prone.
sweet.
Your turn.
Same thing. Am I still in stealth?
Because he wasn't able to move, technically yes.
Sweet. Do I still have advantage?
Yes. With him being prone, yes.
I'll ask anyway. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so alright. Yeah. Okay, 15. And D4 and D6, correct?
Yeah, D4 and a D6.
8 total.
Okay. He is down.
Sweet.
All right, so you watch when you go to stab him again. This time you stab to kill.
And
you
kick him in the bollocks.
So, do you want to describe how you do it? I'll let you do that.
Oh, yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, go.
So, with the noose around his neck, I'm gonna, well, with him being tied up in the rope, I'm gonna wrap the noose around his neck, pull and tighten, and as that's happening, I'm gonna fucking stamp on the back of his neck, and then and then delve the fucking dagger into the back of
Okay.
the nape.
All right, cool. So he does go down, and I'm not gonna put the big red X on his thing because there's no point in
Do
doing
it.
that.
Do it.
Do it. I mean, I did just both strangle, break, and stab him
Is
in
it
the
move?
neck.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does move with him. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the big
Like,
red
I
X.
strangled him, broke his neck, and then stabbed him in it.
Well, the teacher is gonna bring him back up to full health because he
Yeah.
has the capabilities of being able to do that, but
But he still passed the fuck out.
But he's still passed out, yeah. So he'll be like knocked out for the remainder of the time. So he'll go back.
With a note attached to his fucking eyelids.
Fuck with me some more, bitch.
That's all I was gonna say.
So the teacher does go in and administer to him, gives him some potions and stuff to kind of bring him back to consciousness and stuff like that. And he'll go and carry him to the back of the class. Locke, if you'll make your way back up.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that Dubs did his fight and he won.
Sleep.
Yeah.
And he went to sleep.
Nice. We
Um,
can't let him live this down the second time.
Yeah, no, we can't.
This isn't even the second time. I think this is the third.
This is like a sessional thing with him almost.
3? What? Oh.
I'm plotting.
where?
Like I said, this is almost a sessional thing with him.
Right.
Somebody changed his name in Discord to El Sleepy.
Hold on.
El Sleepy.
99.
I was gonna say,
So
make it surpasses out.
Surpasses Out is also a good one.
Okay,
Or
so
sleeps a lot.
Sleep at night.
Shinny was next, and then after Shinny, then Overkill would be after that. So all right. So Altair, it is technically your turn. So you get to choose who you would like to fight.
I look at the teacher and I'm like, you pick. Because in an actual adventure, we wouldn't get the choice.
Okay. You are going to go up against Alice. Or not Alice, Alexa.
Oh, not Alexa.
Alexa,
Hey,
play.
Alexa.
Hey,
Alright.
Alexa, play Dad.
Right.
Hey, Alexa,
Bless
go
you.
prone.
All right, so Shinny, if you'll make your way down, you're going to go and fight against Yeah,
Walking fast.
right. Can
He's
I?
just passed and he's ring bound.
And she has her
These
own
weak
character
arms are
sheet.
heavy.
Woo!
Spoilers.
Knees weak, arms heavy. Alexa, play spaghetti.
Right. All right.
Back to reality.
So now that you're fighting against her, I want to see if. So hang on just a
I
second.
love my cat. My cat's just asleep right here.
Alexa, play
Bless him.
Despacito.
Oh God. Sweet. Yeah, mayhem. Nothing. Didn't even know. I didn't even know until you just did that yourself. Gonna be honest. Yeah, no, I didn't even know. I'm gonna be honest.
All right. Okay.
Genuinely, you've just told me yourself.
Okay.
That is why there is a look of surprise on my face. Because you know what? I'm tempted to fucking do it myself. You bastard! No.
Yeah.
Also, Dubs is now called Passed Out again.
I should have just called him past tense.
And then I think Sir snores a lot would have been better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, we could have called him Snorri FR5. You know,
To
after the
be-
fucking
Or we could just call him Snorlax.
Snorlax, yeah, Pokemon.
Okay.
Jigglypuff. I hate that Pokemon.
There we
So, all right. So, I don't know if you'll be able to hear her per se.
Probably not.
Oh God. No.
Nor so I had it set up to where I had it set up to where that I could do certain commands on my keyboard to have her do it, but unfortunately that thing doesn't work anymore.
By the way, Tony, there's my initiative.
Okay.
Uni.
Add turn.
go. Puny
Add turn.
kitty.
Oh, by the way, my hair's now officially long enough to tie up at the back.
Yeah, before. Sorry to jump in. Just before you get too sort of stuck into this, off that initial initiative roll for the order we're all going to go in, I did roll by far the lowest, so I'm set to go last. I am getting a bit tired, and I don't.
Yeah,
know
I was
how
fixing
late
to
it'll
say
go if we
this'll-
all go.
This is going to be the
So-
last fight, and then we're going to pick back up here next week, and hopefully be done with this class by next week.
Yeah, I am getting a little sleepy, and I don't want to fall asleep on the call.
Gotcha.
so
Yeah, that's
I
no
am
problem.
I am gonna.
Oh, not
head
that Dubs
out.
does.
Not like Dubs does, no.
Yeah, this will be the last. I was hoping to get through a more than this, but again, like some things happened to where that it kind of sidetracked us. But
No, it's all good. It's gonna give us a good spot to blend the two, I guess.
but we will come back to this point next week and
Yeah.
make this into like a 2-part thing. And
Well,
then
that's
kind
why I
of
tried to
breeze through it a little bit more.
Yeah,
That's why I tried to
will let you
speed through my
guys-
combat.
Yeah, I will let you guys.
Roll a
crack on that.
0.
All right. Do you need to go now?
I'm like starting to.
Okay.
I mean, you might as well because it's just going to be me
Yeah,
this fight.
yeah. So just you can go ahead and go for the evening, and then we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, I'll be here bright and early next time. So.
All right, sounds good.
I should actually be able to be here early,
You
like
guys later.
actually on time instead of like 2 minutes late.
Good night, Amy. Okay. All right, so she's gonna roll. Alexa, ask dungeon
that's
roll
Despacito.
1d20 plus 2.
Roll a 0.
Answer your question. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Yep, no, it's not.
Bitch.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
No, it's funny. No, it's funny. It still beats my initiative.
2 plus 2 is 4, not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch.
You can say roll a 1d20 plus 2, where the 1 is the amount of dice and 20 is the amount of sides in the dice and the 2 is the number you want to add to it.
Alexa,
Alexa, we know this.
roll 1d20 plus 2.
You rolled a 4 plus 2, which is 6.
She rolled a 6.
2 plus 2, not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? She basically, she got the 4, regardless.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So she goes first on the initiative.
Oh, these low initiative rolls.
She is going to start off by casting Vicious Mockery on you.
Oh, wait.
Is that a
Vicious
cantrip?
Mockery.
Yes.
Is Vicious Mockery the thing where they just rip the piss out of the other person?
Basically.
Yeah, so basically
2 plus
she's
2, not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch. No one even let 7 to be.
she casts Vicious Mockery on you. You need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Can I make a wisdom saving throw? Actually, yeah, I might be able to.
Hey, Turner.
Yeah.
If he fails, see if I don't know if this will work, but you say Alexa opening. Wait, let's see.
Wow. Epic
You say
ones,
Alexa-
I called it.
Okay.
Apparently, you can say insult me, and it'll come out with an insult.
So she casts Vicious Mockery on you, and you're gonna take double damage, and because that's how I run it, where if you make a saving throw that deals damage, I always do double damage, like she crit,
Okay.
essentially.
I randomly
you get
found
your
my
shit
roll
kicked in.
dice.
Alright. So
I found my roll dice.
Alexa, roll 2d4.
Here's something I found on the web. Here is a Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce Wraith.
Emotional damage.
Fuck this shit. I'm
That's
gonna do it myself.
Even your
Cody.
fucking home assistant hates you.
Well,
Thanks,
okay, my
Google.
thing was that the program that I had set up for this very thing, they got rid of the program completely. Like it doesn't even exist anymore. And it pissed me off because I spent almost 3 days doing all of the coding and everything just to get it to work with Twitch. So
Well, you probably put 0 where there needed to be a 1, and that's why it said a Rolls Royce thing. Probably. Can't guarantee anything.
okay, yeah, you can go ahead and go, Mayhem. I'll see you on. Oh, well, he left anyway. All right. So
Ow, little bitch.
you're gonna take.
There were 3.
You're gonna take 4 points of psychic damage,
Make that.
Right.
and you have disadvantage on your next attack.
Shouldn't it? You said make that leaves 3. There's 4 of us.
Tony doesn't count.
He does it in the Discord.
I was talking about players, sir.
I was like, did I teach math when you?
Okay. That is gonna be.
Tony doesn't count as a person.
That's gonna be her turn. So,
Emotional
For
damage.
firebolt.
Altair, it's your turn.
For firebolt.
Okay.
It's a disadvantage, so
Yep.
15 and 10 plus my spellcasting. So 10 plus my spellcasting is 15.
15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. You do hit.
Time to roll that beautiful bean footage of a 9
You rolled a 9.
for damage.
Okay, she's down.
Wow. Lackluster.
Yeah. She's a bard. She doesn't have a whole lot of HP.
That's what you get for insulting my mother.
Alexa, buy armor.
Buy armor, right?
There you go. That in the chat is what I thought of when you said firebolt. If you know what it's from, you know that fucking scene.
All right. So
Hold on. Oh, it's been so long since I've watched that anime. But yes.
Firebolt.
All right. So
Beretta.
So good.
you cast your firebolt. Although like it does that thing where like you can tell that it just barely grazed her, but it was enough to deal enough damage to take her out completely. But within one shot, she just goes out after ridiculing you and making fun of you right at the very start. So it's karma. It's basically payback. But guys, that is actually where we're going to call the session at.
Which, hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Forgot to put it in the chat.
yeah, cool. All right, so that's what we're going to call the session at. I know that we had a few people that either passed out or needed to leave, so we're just going to call it quits there. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We greatly appreciate your coming to see us and checking out the new episode. This episode will be uploaded tomorrow, as well as the fight between myself and Brock for the Pokemon Nuzlocke. So we'll upload both episodes tomorrow.
Tony, I've got a title for you for this one.
Okay.
Oh
It's
shit, get kicked.
No. It has a story behind it though, like a little thing. So back when I was younger, me and my family, being my dad and that being a UFC fighter, had a game called Pass Out or Tap Out. Seems pretty fitting.
That does sound fitting.
Pass out, dubs, or tap out. Amy and Mayhem.
If you
And then
want,
obviously the fight.
if you want to remind me of that, go ahead and send me a DM to remind me to put that as the title, and I'll
I
get
just thought
right.
it was a clever one too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It makes sense. It's got less to do with the story, but more to do with the players. And also, I mean, Locke kind of did strangle somebody. They didn't pass out. They didn't, so he died. That's on him.
All right, we're gonna send you guys over here.
Oh no, it's dark.
Okay. We're gonna send you over to Chaotic Viper. They're also doing D&D at the current moment. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. There is no stream tomorrow. Tomorrow being a holiday, I decided to take the day off so that I can get stuff done before I have to go back into work. So I'm gonna clean the house a little bit, and I've also got a meeting with the new stream team. They're wanting to go over some of the admin stuff that I'm going to be having to deal with, as far as that essentially both D&D and other gaming stuff, because they're wanting me to also be in charge of setting up tournaments for like Call of Duty and, you know, all that different stuff, set dates and stuff for them. So they kind of want to talk about that a little bit, and any other duties that I may have missed. So I've got a lot to do tomorrow, but like I said, no stream tomorrow. We will be back Wednesday, and I probably am going to play Realm Royale, because I finally got to gold on solo, and it's one of those things that I'm having a lot of fun playing that game, and I kind of want to play a little bit more. It's kind of funny too. There's a lot of games here recently that like I want to play, but then like I kind of just put it off on the back burner. Like Final Fantasy 14, I've been wanting to play it, and then I keep forgetting about it, and I'd play something else. So I don't know if it's just like the time of year or whatever, where certain games are just like, but it could just be a me
Message me
thing.
when you get to message me when you get to Platinum Realm Royale, and then we'll run some.
I need to do that on duos because like they have
Yep.
different ratings. They have ratings for solos, duos, and squads that I didn't know about. My duo and squad is both in bronze. Solo is gold currently. But I have gotten really good at that game. I didn't expect to get good at it, but I have gotten really good at that game. It's really fun. And yeah, that's probably what we'll do on Wednesday. And I'm going to not this Friday because of the fact that I don't have enough time to prep for it, but at some point we'll start streaming D&D content on Fridays for the new stream team. Once we get all that set up. And yeah. So let's go ahead and head up this raid. We'll catch you this Wednesday. Bye, guys.